Hello everyone, it's Davide here and welcome back to Learning Finance. In today's video guys, I want to talk about the US travel ban imposed by Europe to US citizens and what you should do, okay, with the US airline stocks, okay? So it's time to sell them and take some profits, how it's gonna be. So I'm gonna discuss about that, and if you find the video interesting, as always, please leave me a like, so you're gonna help me to grow the channel, and subscribe to the channel, okay? So let's begin. Alright guys, so I will start with taking a look at the majors airline stocks, okay? So here we have Delta, and we started positive in the pre-market and now we are coming back a little bit. Right now it's trading at around plus 0.39%. So basically it's just a stable day, okay? Went up and coming down, nothing very interesting. American Airlines is 1.15% right now. Here as well, we went up to touch around 14.20 in the pre-market, and now again coming back. Okay, anyway, we can also see United Airlines as basically did exactly the same. It's trading at around 2.28% right now, and Southwest Airlines, a very stable day, went up and went down, but overall they are not doing nothing. Okay, so why is that? Because the question is, well, this news came out, is of course is not a great news, and stocks are basically doing nothing, okay, or going positive. Why is that? Now, first of all, I would like to say that, as of course the market anticipates the moves, okay? So in the previous days we have seen a downtrend in airlines, a very deep retracement, okay? Now, because if we look at Delta, we went to 36, okay, and here is where the pandemic took off again in the US, and as of course the market just realized that things are not too great, okay? So it came back. Where it came back? It came back basically around the fair price, okay? The fair price that I showed you in that valuation. So this is not a crash, this is just the market. They say, oh, okay, let's go down and come back to the earth, okay? So basically what happens here is that Europe is reopening the borders, okay? After some months that they have been closed, now is reopening the borders, and they came out with a list of countries that are allowed to come in Europe, okay? Now, remember, is for non-essential travels, okay? So basically is for holiday. And why is that? Well, this is absolutely normal in my opinion in the strange period that we live in, okay? So everyone has done that. I remember, because I'm from Italy, and I remember when basically the thing just came out, no one wanted people from Italy, okay? Even Africa just closed borders to Italy and other countries, and Donald Trump as well, okay? In early March, the Trump administration banned travel to the US from Europe. Cities are breaking in Italy, Germany, and elsewhere in the EU, okay? The prohibition has not been lifted, even though Europe has largely contained its outbreaks. Okay, so what you should understand, because I saw a little bit of confusion out there. The US people say, oh, Europe is blocked. No, basically this is all around the world. This is how it works when you have a pandemic, okay? You cannot go around and do whatever you want. Holidays and stuff that are not needed. This is something absolutely normal. Anyway, of course, if you have your real reason to travel, okay, so not unnecessary, well, you can, okay, if you study, for students, for people that basically they work in there, for people that, I don't know, they have problems or healthcare and stuff. There are, of course, exceptions, okay? In these articles from Forbes, you see everything you need. But this is absolutely normal in my opinion, considering also the cases that went up again in the US, okay? So this is why the market really doesn't care about the news. I saw that everyone was kind of shocked, like they knew now this thing. But guys, I mean, let's be clear. This is something that we already know for months back, okay? And of course, the spike up in cases in the US is not something that is going to help the situation. And I'm really sad about that, to see that. And I really hope you're going to recover soon and to stop this damn virus going on. Anyway, this is why basically the market, it doesn't care, because we already knew that. And so the real question, should we sell stocks in US stocks right now? Because as we know, especially for Delta, they have a lot of travels overseas, okay? They make a lot part of their business overseas. And the real question is for how long this ban is going to continue, okay? Because right now is not a problem, but it's going to continue to be a problem if US is not able to actually reduce the cases, okay? Because bear in mind, basically the list would be reviewed every 2 weeks, okay? So every 15 days, every 14 days, we are going to have a list review, where basically if the situation in US is getting better, well, there are the criterias, and US is gonna be in that list. This is just telling you that, okay, let's be clear here, because the situation is not solved yet. But overall, the market already knew that. And so what am I doing with my airline stocks? Because you know, I own Delta Airlines and I own American Airlines, which I sold some of them around $19 when we had that huge spike that was clearly a crazy hype, okay? So I sold some of the position and not everything, not all the position, okay? I'm still in with some shares, and I'm not selling any, okay? I'm not selling anything, because overall, even if news are not good, what I care is this one. And basically we can see that checkpoint travels are continues to go up, okay, in the US, and we are now stably above 500,000 passengers every day, okay? We hit also 600,000 passengers every day. And this is very, very important. Now, I want to have in mind one thing, which in my opinion is very important, and it is the expectation you should have on this kind of stocks, okay? Because those stocks, basically, when you buy these stocks and when you are holding these stocks, you are hoping in a bounce back. So these are what someone calls them the vaccine stocks, okay? Those are not growth stocks. Those are not, when you buy those things, you are saying, well, I'm gonna hope in a comeback. So this pandemic goes away and things are going back almost to normal, okay? So when you are holding those stocks in your portfolio, what you're waiting for is a pump for Delta 100%, okay? So to go back to previous levels. And this is the bet that you're doing when you're buying those things. Now, of course, to do that, they have to avoid bankruptcy, okay? We saw their problems. I showed you a video on the financial situation about those companies. And this is the main reason. So avoid bankruptcy and coming back to normal levels. This is the expectation. And I'm not selling anything because I don't have a huge position in my portfolio with those vaccine stocks, okay? I have around 15%, 17% of my portfolio, and I just plan to hold those positions, okay? Even if I am already in profit because I bought very low. Anyway, if you want to reduce your position, if you bought too much, well, you can consider to sell some. It's a call you have to make. The risk of bankruptcy that with times goes on, it becomes bigger, okay? Even if I think the US won't let airlines down, of course, more times is not helping. And the fact that the virus just spiked up again in the US is not something positive for this industry. Anyway, what you have to bear in mind is the cost opportunity. In my opinion, for me, it's fine to hold the positions I already have, okay? So I'm not gonna sell absolutely anything right now. The thing is, don't put too much on vaccine stocks and profitable stocks, okay? Because of course the potential, the upside potential is huge. If a vaccine comes out, those stocks are gonna explode, okay? But it's a risky bet. Don't put too much on it, and always have clear in mind what you have to expect from a stock. From this kind of stocks, what you expect is a bounce back, nothing more, not exponential growth, not those things. And the risk is bankruptcy, okay? And anyway, I remain positive with TSA checkpoints, and let's see how things goes, okay? If this pandemic is gonna start to decrease finally in the US as well, where borders are gonna open again and everyone will be happy, okay? We are all hopefully about that. So I hope that with this video you understand why the market is not doing absolutely nothing about this ban, okay? Because was already priced in, okay? Probably the news are saying something like it's something new, it's something that is going on today, but it's already 3 months the borders are closed, and everyone in the sector knew that was kind of impossible to open Europe borders to US right now, with this all those things going on, okay? Considering also the fact that American borders are still closed to Europeans, okay? So the market was basically, okay, thank you, I already knew that, I don't care. That's what went on in the market today. So I hope you find this video interesting, and please leave me a like, leave me a comment below, tell me how long do you think are gonna remain closed, and subscribe to the channel, and have a wonderful day.